Hey, here we are. Mission time.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horndale Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
All right.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be
Whisper
my
word
best
was
friend
said.
after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
At some point, I'll probably change my outfit.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Literally just change.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
All right. It's for the arrow in my
He was
chest.
certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Hell.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog
Damn.
behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
There probably is something in the water.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio! Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
I say, what's next?
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
A better lay of the land. I'll be honest, if I use the invisible shit.
One of you with me, since you've all turned yourselves into a pack of Jarvies.
I ain't gonna lie, I kinda wanna fight him.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
Protego! Stupefy!
Oh, shit, good.
Levioso! Incendio!
Damn, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to change it real quick, but it didn't work. Yeah. Oh shit. Short break.
You'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Reparo!
Guess they destroyed the damn bridge. Unless that was just supposed to happen, which it probably was just supposed to happen. Got some gear pieces I gotta open up when I go back.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Okay, so I seen this mission. This is the mission that they showed. The dragons are different though.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Alright, I can't afford to be spotted.
Rebellion.
I was pressing the wrong buttons and shit.
Hushed approach is like
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
Focus, Totalis.
Wait. So how do I get over there? Or do I wait, what's over here? Oh, I gotta go down, okay. Anything behind me? No? Alright. I did see this mission before on this is the one that they show, I just don't remember it all.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far.
And from what I seen, the dragons are definitely different.
I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near a wood.
It's Totalis.
I figure I can run. I totally forgot I could run.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
Oh.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
So we're gonna go down? Oh, okay. That's it. Gonna be fighting it. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get it done.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna take that bitch regardless.
Hello, Hamura.
It's a good thing I did all the locks before I started doing more missions. I can unlock any lock now. I can unlock any lock now. I won't pass it no more. Yo, they give me a dragon as a mount.
I have the egg.
I'm gonna be so happy.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
It was to give me a dragon as a mount. Boy, let me tell you. What you? Huh? What's up? Oh, she did. Okay. Oh, there's more.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Yeah, that's cute. Oh, damn, wrong person. Oh, they turned into a dog. Not like I haven't seen that already. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that should take some time to, oh shit, wrong shit. That should take some time to, op. Me to like, dash a long distance like that.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
It was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Let me keep it. Let that thing hatch. Let me ride a dragon.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard
trying to keep
hiding
it
something like
indefinitely.
this from Professor Weasley for long.
I'll ride a dragon. Talking about?
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Is
We
what
aren't
it is.
helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Back. Let me keep it. Let it hatch. Let it be my ride around the field. In class, we gotta wait until the morning, of course.
So much we don't know about you. So much to learn.
How fast? Wait, I got what the hell?
My
There you
mother
go.
would like to speak with me.
Excellent. It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Okay. Anybody else gonna call me?
I take it you're ready to
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Yeah.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into...
I'm definitely about to put a deuce right here.
Shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Oh, and the pumpkin? Oh, he's gonna give me a training dummy.
Bombarda. Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Did I tell you I've been in touch with the min? Still haven't heard.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Hit it. There we go. There it is. I think the only spells I have now to get are literally the Unforgiving Curses. I got all the spells but the curses, but the Unforgiving Curse.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Should I lie? Should I tell the truth?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Oh, they want me to practice that, John? Practice that. Oh, barrel.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsa.
Oh, I didn't know that was her mom.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual
Oh, the
creature that was
last
spotted in the
name.
woods
I
in
didn't even
Hogsmeade.
realize.
That could have been anything.
You know what it was.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Sure, don't mind if I do. You gonna give me another spell? Hey,
I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Hey, dude.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Go ahead and do it. End of the curse spell, my boy. Another one.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Confringo!
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
It automatically does Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous lock.
I got pumpkin
Brilliant.
jars. Okay. I would have thought they showed Christmas trees around this time, but I guess not. It'd be like a Christmas holiday or something.
We've You've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Accio. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Hold up. Hold up. Means that's where I'm supposed to be going. I mean, go where I'm not supposed to be.
Outside the sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Accio. Digger. Stupefy. Finger. Accio. Lombardo. Confringo.
All right. Oh, I gotta get that.
Accio.
All right.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. That's a lot of bone rattle.
Oh, is that how? Hold up. Is that how I'm supposed to do it?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
Revelio.
Wait, what bones am I missing?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio.
Where them bag of bones at? Give me the bones.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Them goddamn bones.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt
I'm
it
back.
in my...
Now I know what I'm supposed to do anytime I find these now. I know what these are now.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
I prefer not to learn. Yes, I do want to learn.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Because you can actually not learn any of the curses. You can actually choose to not learn any of them. But I'm learning all of them. Fuck that shit.
Entails.
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
I would like to learn.
To know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Hey, shit. Oh. Sir.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Hold on, right. Hold on. Where that John at yet? Oh, wait. Wrong. There you go. What do it here? Ah! You see that? Okay, cool, cool.
Confringo. Revelio.
I can't go that way yet. Or at all. That way, though. Probably supposed to go down there because there's a big ass spider down there.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Okay, so I actually have to be over here. So now I'm gonna actually go over here.
Confringo.
Fighties. Hey, attack your homies real quick for me. Attack your homies real quick for me. Oh, there you go. Go attack your homies.
Never knew spiders can make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
It comes in here, that's gotta upgrade it. That's all.
Confringo. Revelio.
All right.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
The unforgivable. I might actually add this to this list. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something with a tree eventually. Do something with a tree eventually. One of these trees gonna have to go. honestly, Reparo I don't use that much, so here's what I might actually do for it. I might switch Reparo with this instead. And then I want to use my third tree for some got like actually no, I want to use that tree for ones that I really want to. As of right now, I just use that as a placement for the. Yeah, we'll see. I just have to switch around. I just switch.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. That worked. Keep going.
How did that work? Huh?
Accio. Revelio.
So there was really nothing there. Gotta open this one.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's how it's like. If it does it for me, I might as well take that one.
Revelio.
Okay, what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing this one.
Accio.
There you go.
This looks different than what it was before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Fuck. I'm messing up. I'm messing up my shit. Too many buttons I gotta press.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Dead end.
Accio.
Nothing. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
What the hell?
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Uh-oh. How did he get here?
Ominous.
The hell? Oh,
Ominous.
shit.
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Oh, I can't ride him. Oh, I can't fast travel either because it's like still basically part of the mission. Can't fast travel with a companion.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous, but it only upset her. no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Was that your bet?
You're very...
That was meant for me. Till spells glance off of them. How nice of you to stop.
God damn it. It's like I gotta. It's like every shit be delayed. I be pressing the buttons or something.
We have to fight.
Keep out of Sword's reach!
Uncle, to the right!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Oh, curse out of it. Fuck it.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it, and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Okay. Basically, speak with Sebastian. Oh, okay.